What's T? It's Bia checking in live, and check me out on the Bootleg Kev podcast.
Bootleg Kev Show, a special guest here. Bia, superstar Bia.
Bia.
Welcome.
Thanks for having me.
I just want to start the interview off because we just had this hypothetical situation where I was asking my boy, because Millie's came in, and he has a pretty strong Boston accent for the most part, right? Mm-hmm. And can you kind of like break down to me, like, well, one, you don't have like a crazy Boston accent. Mm-mm. But like, do you have friends that are like women that have a hard time like finding good men because they sound like, oh yeah, fucking Tom fucking Brady, they smoke cigarettes. Like I just feel like if I grew up in Boston and a girl talked like, you know, Millie's or like Slane, you know, I'd
like
be
Judy.
Yeah, like, oh my God, come here. Honey, go get the fucking car. I'm a little fucking drunk over here. Like, I just feel like it'd be like a turnoff. So, like, do you have friends that run into that?
I don't have any friends that talk like that, but it's just like some of my friends' moms.
Okay.
Or like, you know.
God bless their husbands,
maybe
right?
even sometimes my mom sounds like that sometimes. Like, it's like an older, like, I feel like, you know, white Boston woman thing.
Yeah.
Like,
it's like the car, the bar, the style.
Yeah, it's like.
Far, let's go far. Like,
Jody talk like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that.
Fucking Tom Brady. I love him. He's a buck, but I fucking love him still.
I love it. It's its own thing.
Yeah, for sure. Do you find yourself still rooting for Tom? Well, he's retired now, but were you rooting for Tom when he was over in Tampa Bay?
I wouldn't say like. I wouldn't say like rooting for him, but like I definitely think he has like a warm place in every Bostonian or Massachusetts person's heart.
Mm-hmm. Guys, he should.
Yeah, because
like,
all he's done for the Patriots.
I think about that scene in Ted 2 where Ted like sneaks into his house to steal his cum.
Yes.
And I was like, yeah, I'm sure a lot of people in Boston would have done
so weird.
Great movie, by the great Boston movie.
Yeah,
Both
Ted
sides.
is an amazing movie.
They're doing a TV show. Have you heard?
No, I didn't hear
They're
that.
doing like a whole series.
No way.
Yeah, it should be good.
I hope I could be in it. Shout out to Ted. Like, call at me.
Well, I want to say congrats because you've like turned into like a bona fide superstar.
Oh, thank you so much.
And you've had like a really long journey in this music industry. You've been through deals where, you know, certain people didn't get it, and you've just kind of just transformed into like one of the, you know, artists on the forefront of this rap shit. So congratulations.
I appreciate you a lot. Thank you.
Have you noticed, like, besides, you know, obviously you're doing a lot of shows, you're doing a lot of festivals. I see you doing clubs. You're in Vegas. You got Vegas residency right now.
Yeah, I have one with Drace right now. Before Drace, we did Jewel and Hakkasan. Mm-hmm. So Tao Group.
Nah, but like, have you noticed, like, for you, was there anything that changed in terms of like where you started to kind of see like things finally really like work out in a big way?
Like where you,
in terms of like, were you like doing anything differently, or was it just like finally the kind of the stars like aligned, you know?
I think it's a little bit of both. I think when every time you see like an artist have a moment, I think there's like a wonderful team behind the scenes like that's helping them be great. And
Right.
I also think that the stars are aligning. What I've learned through those moments is just to like be way more confident with whatever it is I'm doing and just be sure of it before I press go. Because then it's like, it's foolproof.
For sure. Because I feel like there was like a moment where you had gotten off of RCA, because you were on RCA for a while.
Yeah, like 4.5 years maybe.
And then the Russ record happened.
Yes.
And then I feel like after that, it was just over.
After that, it's been kind of busy because actually it was crazy because the Best on Earth happened and then the pandemic hit. So we weren't really like able to work Best on Earth like in the clubs when it first came out.
Right.
We didn't even end up performing it together till a year later.
Right.
So that changes things, I think, as well. There's a lot of songs that I think would have hit like in a different way had we been able to be outside and had the stars that aligned at that time. But either way, I'm super grateful for how it all turned out because I'm just like so blown away. Like your plans are never gonna be as good as God's plans,
Right.
for real.
Yeah, I think like, I was just like thinking like, damn, you got a record with Nicki and a record with J. Cole. Like two of the greatest of all time.
Crazy, right? Yeah.
Like, do you ever like look back and just think like, damn, the last 2.5 years have been like, it's kind of surreal. Like I gotta kind of, Do you appreciate it?
Yes, absolutely. Oh my goodness. Like everybody that knows me knows like I'm heavy on prayer. Like I talk to God like a million times a day. And I'm just super grateful. Like I'm one of those people that I've seen so many moments like come and go for me. So now I'm learning to just be like way more present in those moments and appreciate them for what they are, and not like I seek no expectations when I put music out. I just be like, all right, I'm gonna put this out and whatever happens, happens. And it's always some amazing stuff that happens. And so I'm always like, it shocks me.
Right. Tell me the story on how, because you've told it before, but like the London record is one of my favorite joints you put out. You did a great job on that record.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was. I fucking played the fuck out of that on the radio.
Thank you.
But how does Cole end up on that particular song where you're doing the whole London thing?
It's crazy because we went to the studio to go meet Cole for a whole completely different song. And before we were on our way out, I was like, hey, can I play you something? Like, I'm working on my project. I want to play this song. And he's like, yeah, go ahead. I pressed play. And he loved the song. He's like, I love this song. This is good. Like, I was like, okay, you know what? That's like, he just seemed like he really liked the song, and I wanted to send it to him like some random day. So like 2 weeks later, I think a month later, I sent it to him, and I was like, hey, just sending you this if you want to listen to it.
Yeah, if you want to check it out, since you said you liked it,
since you said you liked it, you listen to it in your car,
on your bike ride,
at the gym,
right.
Like whatever you want. And yeah, it just ended up working out like that. Like he ended up liking the song enough that he wanted to put a verse on it, and I was so happy about that because, like, look at that verse. It's like one of my favorite verses of all time.
Oh, he killed it. He got off on
How
that
could I
shit.
choose between this one and that one, and I could have both?
Oh my God, he got all. He did not give you the throwaway Cole verse. I don't
know
think he
what's
has those, by the way. I feel like every
Me
time he
neither.
gets on some shit, he bodies it.
He does. And I honestly wanted to, I was like, yo, I'm going to go. Because when I first cut the record, London, it was like a vibey, fun record.
For sure.
Like me and Aziz, we just have fun. Like if you know us, we go to the studio and we just try to have a good time. So we don't really try to overthink anything or try to make a hit or try to make a certain type of record. We just catch a vibe. So I wasn't overthinking or like pushing my pen to the bars, like expecting to get J. Cole on that song. So when he put his verse on it, I'm like, I'm gonna go redo my verse. They're like, he's like, no, they wouldn't. They told me not to. They wouldn't let me do it.
Yeah, that's kind of like
Cheating. But like,
yeah.
I was like, bro, who thinks when they cut like a random reference that Cole's gonna be on that song?
Yeah,
It's crazy.
I think that's against like unsaid rap rules too. Like if you send a record in with your verse and then it comes out and your verse is way different,
It's fine.
I think that might have been the root of the whole like cannabis LL thing back.
But
in the
I
day.
didn't do it because I didn't want to change the essence and the energy. Because
a
some
fun
songs
record. Yeah.
they got that a certain like energy to them.
Did like anybody in London like feel like you were appropriating their accent?
I mean, nobody said that to me, but
I just wonder because everyone's so sensitive these days, and like obviously shout out to England, the colonizers of all colonizers, but. I just wonder if they had like, what, like you're taking our, I mean,
I got so much love in London.
such a great record.
Like I love London so much, and it became like my second, like I want to say like my second or third home, because I was traveling to London so often around that time. So when it came time that I did London, I was just so inspired by the culture.
Yeah.
So I was just like, how can I put this culture in a song without trying to like piss anybody off, but
Right.
still make it my own?
You've worked with Pharrell, and you have the new record where you're working with Timbaland. And shout out to Timbaland, who's,
Yeah, shout out to Timbaland.
in my opinion, he's my personal. He's not my favorite, but he's to me the GOAT because I think his range is so crazy. But what was it like? What's the difference between working with Pharrell and Timbaland, who are on the Mount Rushmore of the producer game?
They're completely different people. They have completely different like styles and approaches, I'd say. Like I mean, they both the one thing I do say is like similar when it comes to like great producers is they're very much like into the vibe. Like whatever there's like an energy, you know what I'm saying? Like the vibe has to be good for like the vibe has to be right. So I'm just so grateful that I've worked with both of them because they're so different. I can't say like really what.
What about their process? Are you like either of those guys? Have you cooked up from scratch with them, or are they just playing you like a folder?
Yes, we cooked up from scratch.
For both?
Many times, yeah.
Oh, nice.
Well, that weekend that I worked with Timbaland, it was the weekend of Art Basel. We cooked up from scratch, and then there's been many times I've cooked up from scratch with Pharrell.
Nice. How was Art Basel?
Art Basel was vibes. I like Art Basel. I'm not really that like too into art. I don't know enough about it, but I appreciate it.
Yeah, I guess that's fair. I feel like I'm the same way.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. I ain't buying it, but I appreciate it. I'll buy like a print of it.
Yeah.
No, I won't. I'll buy like that. Like that's art. Like a dude redid the WrestleMania 13 poster, so I bought it. And I appreciated it.
Or like what about if there's an artist that you're like, oh, I like your work, I'll buy it and support and like grab a piece.
Sure. If I know the artist.
Yeah.
I don't know any of those people yet. So
So all the artists need to hit you up on Instagram and show you
I
their
gotta
work.
like it though. It's gotta be fly. It's gotta be like
There's some good art out.
for sure. Some of the shit I don't get though. I was like, to each his own.
Like the paint spatter is not your stuff.
Nah, I don't get it. So when you go to Miami for Art Basel, you end up at any strip clubs at all? Like, do you do 11 while you're out there?
I love 11. I love 11. They're like really good friends.
I feel like you've been booked there before, right?
Yeah, I've been booked at 11 quite a few times. I love 11 so much. It's like my happy place.
I think it is quite possibly the best club in the world. It's like top 5, top 3, top 2, maybe 1.
I'd say that.
Because it's like you get the best of. It's like a Vegas club with chicks.
Exactly, and it's 24 hours.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta be like a maniac. I'm a maniac.
What's the latest or the earliest in the morning you've walked out of a club?
The next day, like 2 p.m.
Jesus.
Yeah, 11. 11.
How many hours? Wait. How many hours were you there?
Probably like 10, 11 hours.
What are you doing inside of 11 for that long? Are you eating? Are you, obviously throwing money or drinking?
Raging.
Raging.
Yeah, raging, of course.
That's a lot.
Dancing, raging, drinking, dancing, raging.
So I've walked out of the booby trap at around 9
a.m.?
Yeah, but that's like, to me, that's manageable in Miami. Like 2 p.m.'s, that's a lot. That's like super degenerate territory.
I think we went there at like 8 a.m.
Okay, that's fair. So
Or like 7 a.m. from
I didn't know if you were like,
before.
yo, I performed at 2:30 and I stayed until 2.
No.
I pulled a whole 12-hour shift in that bitch.
No. I didn't perform and stay. It was like we were outside and then we went to 11 for breakfast.
Ah. What is they got breakfast like omelets and shit?
Yeah, they got like, I think it's chicken and waffles.
That's fire.
Chicken and waffles in the morning. If
a
you
good
go
place.
if you go in the morning because they're 24 hours. So we had been out all night and then we went to 11 and I think we left at like 2 p.m.
Is it nice to have the Barbz in your corner? I feel like the Barbz fuck with you, and that's a good place to be in, and just in the world.
Yeah,
like,
they've shown me so much love and so much support. Like the Barbz are like who needs like for Nicki? It's like she doesn't even need a label. Like the Barbz are their own army.
Like she just
military.
trended last night because she didn't go to Met Gala, and she was like #1 on trending. I was
Legend.
like, it's crazy because the Barbz came to my defense because I said something about I love Little Kim, but I said something that Little Kim's whatever they're called, they're her Barbz, and they came at me crazy for like 2 days, and then the Barbz had my back. They're crazy. It's just like a real army. Do you have a fan base name?
It's crazy. I've teetled and toddled with a couple names, but I think I'm gonna probably just find one that comes naturally. Like
yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, have you seen Swarm on Amazon Prime yet?
Yes, I did. It's really, really crazy.
And it's also kind of like scary like that. It's kind of like not too far from reality. Like,
and it's a little crazy because you don't really see women serial killers. Mm-hmm. So there was
that one movie, Monster with Charlize Theron. Did you ever watch that? She was a serial killer. She was like a prostitute. She used to kill truckers. Yeah. It was a good movie.
I'm gonna
Charlize Theron? She's like really beautiful girl. So
yeah.
She like took on a role as like this like white trash like trucker lady who was like a lot lizard. Do you know what a lot lizard is?
I don't know what a lot lizard is.
So
what's a lot lizard?
If you're a truck driver, they have truck stops, and it's girls who offer lonely men who are in trucks at truck stops in the middle of nowhere certain services.
So why they call them lizards?
That's just what they call them. They call them a lot lizard.
That is gross.
It is gross. And
well, it's a dirty name. Like,
I don't disagree. It's a dirty name for a dirty job. Yo, on this record, you dropped 16, which I think is dope because you're getting your shit off on that.
Oh, thanks. Give me some.
Yo, what job did you get fired from?
Oh man, I had like a job at when I was I had tons of jobs. I had every single job, like grocery store, bartending, waitressing, but it was like a bartending job. I didn't. It was a bartending job.
And you just told them to go fuck themselves.
And Foot Locker too.
Foot Locker.
Yeah, but I have a great relationship with Foot Locker. Like, I was like employee of the year at Foot Locker. No,
Really?
No, not really. But
Could you
I was
like? Were you
top tier assistant?
Were you backdooring any of the shoes? Like,
No, I had keys and everything. I was super responsible. Like,
wow. Good employee.
Like, I was that girl. Yeah.
So you weren't like, if a pair of Jordans came out,
No, I wasn't
you wouldn't
stealing.
set aside. No, I'm not saying stealing, but you might set a pair aside for the homie. Like, hey, I got you. You know.
Yeah, I did that a few times.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to do that for my friends.
What was the last real job you had? Was it the bartending thing?
Yeah.
And you just like, did you literally tell them "fuck you" when you got fired?
No, I didn't actually. Not that one. One of them, yeah, but not the last one.
So you could make a drink, like you could make like a Irish car bomb.
I'm actually like I can make it. I'm really a chef.
What can you cook? Everything?
Literally everything.
When you say you're really a chef, what does that mean?
Like the same.
Do you have like a certificate that says so? Or you just...
I'm a hood chef.
You're a hood chef, okay.
Yes.
So what's like the go-to, if I had to be like, okay, show me. Like what are you going to make that you're very confident in?
Well, what do you like?
I'm into everything. I'm a fat fuck, as we discussed.
I might make up some like I got some famous dishes of mine.
Like if you had to cook a dish for give me the Gordon Ramsay dish. He's sitting there.
All right.
You're like, I'm gonna cook you something.
I would make a medley of things.
Okay.
Because I feel as though if I have a medley, I can't lose. If you don't like one thing, he's gonna like another thing. So I would do like these lamb chops that I do, these garlic charred mint lamb chops.
Oh. Mm-hmm. The mint? Okay.
Mint, they very like taste level like
very
just
high.
very high. Like it's not even regular at all. And then I would do a Chilean sea bass.
Oh.
And then I would do on another day, if you come, I would do coconut curry chicken and white rice.
Jesus.
That's a famous meal of mine. The people go crazy for it. You see, he's nodding his head.
The people go crazy?
The people go absolutely insane. And last but not least, lasagna rolls.
Ooh.
Talk about it.
That sounds fire.
And
Lasagna rolls
are crazy, yeah. They're little rolls.
Yo, the best Italian food I ever had was in Boston, in Little Italy, and there's like those little bakeries that stay open all night.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Cannolis. Oh my goodness, I miss the cannoli.
I got out the fucking club from DJing Shitface, and there was a fucking bakery open at 3 a.m. I'm like, what the fuck is going on over here?
I love a bakery.
So lasagna rolls. Mm-hmm. Yo, what's good, man? We got to stop the interview to tell you about our good folks at MyBookie. That's right, man. NBA season is winding down. Playoffs are going down. So many ways you can get money. You can bet on who you think is going to win the finals. You can get your prop bets per game. We are finally down to the final 8 right now. My Suns ain't looking good at the time of recording. Not looking good. Look, go to mybookie.ag right now. Sign up. I've been gambling on MyBookie for over 10 years. So listen, come and join me. Let's get this money together. MyBookie.ag. When you use the promo code Bootleg, when you sign up, use that promo code, you're going to get that deposit bonus. That deposit bonus is crazy. It's the sign-up bonus you get. And not only are basketball, football, which is starting to creep up on us, baseball's back. MLB baseball, man. All season long, you get this money. Plus, they got the online casino. If you're into craps, blackjack, roulette, fucking slot machines, whatever it is, go to mybookie.ag right now. Use that promo code Bootleg and get that free deposit bonus. That's how we're doing things, all right? Also want to give a big shout out to the homies at King Palm, man. These are our new sponsors at King Palm. Now, this is the thing about these King Palms, man. These things right here. Natural. Natural leaves, free of tobacco and additives. The only thing I smoke out of. And what's dope is they got these other ones, right? These this is one of their more popular items right here. Great flavor. These are the leaf rolls. They hold 1 gram each. And they got the terpene-fused tips, which means you squeeze and you pop the tip while you're smoking your flower, and you get a little burst of flavor. These are the peach pineapples. They got the energy drink flavor. They got blueberry, watermelon, all kinds of shit, man. So what's dope, if you go to kingpalm.com and use the promo code BootlegKev right now, you're going to get half off. Half off. Half off. Kingpalm.com, tobacco-free, natural wraps. All right? And also don't forget, if you're in I don't know, wherever you're at, go to 7-Eleven, they got them. Your local smoke shop, one of the most successful businesses in the game when it comes to the all-natural leaf. The most successful, no tobacco, no nicotine, just natural leaves to stuff your flower in. And in case you did not know, they also have whatever size king palm this is. This is a giant leaf wrapped around some premium cannabi. Shout out to King Palm. Go follow him one more time. KingPalm.com, promo code bootleg Kev, save 50% off. Let's get back to the interview. Would you ever, okay, because right now, there's this like, all these rappers are doing like an artist like Mr. Beast, all these guys, they're doing like ghost kitchens, right?
Yes.
So you could do like Bia's Bites.
Ooh, you come on with the ideas.
And then you could just license it to a ghost kitchen and come up with your own menu and then give them the recipes. And then, people all over the world can just
But they'll have my recipes.
I mean, it could be like a watered down version of the recipe. I feel like a lasagna roll would be like let me get 6 of those, like in a little box with some ranch.
It's like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should do that.
You know what? Next time I come, I might bring a lasagna rolls.
That would be amazing.
Yeah, next time I come here, I'll bring lasagna rolls.
I'll break my diet for that.
Okay.
I'm on a keto diet.
Just because I like to brag about how good it is, and then you can vouch for me, so I don't have to do the talking. Next time you'd be like, who's a really good chef? Bia.
How's the album coming along?
It's actually like mixing, mastering, finished.
So it's done. Like you're not turning anything new in.
Yeah, no.
When you do
well, I can't say that because if when verses come through last minute,
if you get a crazy verse at the end of the finish line,
I'm gonna put it on.
In terms of your parts,
my part is done. My part is done.
When you put out
my part is never all the way done. I might seek inspiration tomorrow and just add one in there for a surprise.
So when is the album dropping? You're here, so you're obviously working. I mean, it's got to be soon.
Yeah, it's pretty much sealed up.
Have you let the name fly yet?
No, but I'm so happy about the name.
Are you?
Mm-hmm. I can't tell you yet, but I can't tell you.
Is the artwork done?
Yes.
Ooh.
Yes.
For you, do you feel like, because you've put out some big singles, when you drop the album and you've had like a song like London or Besito with G Herbo, are those like bonus tracks? Or are you working those into the track listing of the album?
Those,
I feel like you got to put them at the end so they count towards the whole thing. Dude, but you got to pull the French Montana.
It depends. Besito was not on this album.
So it's not going to be on like at the end as a...
No, Besito was on...
Was it on the last
deluxe.
project?
Yeah.
Oh, it was on the deluxe. Okay.
Yeah, so London will be on this one maybe. Well, yeah, for sure it will be on this one. Duh. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, you got to put it on there.
No, it is. London will be on this one, but that's probably like the only record. And, London and I'm That Bitch.
Is there any features you can reveal?
No.
None.
Only because I just like surprises.
Some surprises. Huh?
Yeah, I like to just let it come out.
How big of a surprise?
I like big surprises. You know me.
Like a stadium surprise or like a House of Blues across the street from Fenway?
I like a big surprise.
Okay.
I like a little razzle dazzle every now and then.
Any Boston features?
Not on this one, but me and Millie's will definitely do a song.
I was gonna say, you and Millie should.
We've been trying to find the time. His schedule and my schedule is like crazy.
Millie's is he's having a moment right now.
He's incredible. Like, I'm so happy for him.
I met him in a South by Southwest in like 2013 at the hotel lobby. He came up to me and was like, "I watch your shit on Two Dope Boys and Not Right and all that." I was like, "Oh, that's what's up." And then again, a long journey.
Yeah, I'm so happy to see like everybody like around the world really catch on to him too, because he's really so genuine and just so good at what he does. It's like people need to know about him.
Who would you put on the Boston hip, or let's just say Massachusetts, because if Jordan Lucas is not from Boston, who's on the Mount Rushmore of if you had to exclude yourself, because you're up there, but Massachusetts as a state.
Massachusetts?
Yes.
I would go like legends too. Like I would put Guru.
Of course.
I would do like
a lot of people don't know Guru's from Boston and Primo's from Texas.
That's a hard one, man. That's a tough one.
Would you let Benzino sniff it? Just take a sniff.
Sniff what?
The Mount Rushmore of Boston or Massachusetts hip hop. Would you let him at least? Would you at least like invite him to the?
You gotta word your question. That's crazy. That sounds crazy. Sniff it is crazy.
I mean, like, would you let him sniff the
Yeah.
list? Would you like consider him? I mean, the source was big, you know, Made
yeah,
Men. And,
yeah, of course. Like, yo, the source in itself.
the almighty RSO, you know?
Yeah, no, like for sure. Like, yeah, Benzino, he's definitely important to the culture.
He's important.
Yeah, absolutely.
You're on there. Guru's on there.
I don't like this question.
Joyner Lucas is on there.
Yeah, for sure. I'll let you pick the Rushmore, and I'll just give you thumbs.
Can we go non-rappers?
Yeah, please.
Static Selecta.
Static Selecta number one.
Okay.
Terminology.
Terminology's up there.
Yeah, like
Shout out to Term, man.
anybody forgetting? I don't know. It's like I gotta like tap more back into the Boston scene because there's a lot of
Cousin Stiz is from there. Who else? Michael Christmas. I know way too much about. What's the guy's name who's named after beer? Is it Samuel Adams from there? Sammy Adams. See, I never got into his wave.
Yeah.
I missed that whole shit. But shout out to him. But you're up there.
Yeah.
Are we considering Coy from Boston? Is she from Boston?
She has roots for sure. Yeah,
Right.
she's kind of like Boston and Jersey.
Have you and her got to link up and connect? And
Yeah, we're real cool. Like outside of music too.
yeah, she seems like just a great energy.
Yeah, I love her. She's super genuine, and like I'm super happy for her as well.
How cool was it getting on the Nicki remix that just dropped? Because it seemed like she, you know, when she chooses an all queen lineup of artists to hop on a remix, that's got to be a dope honor to be included in that.
Absolutely, yeah. I'm so just inspired by like Nicki, Rihanna, so many women that I've had the chance to cross paths with that really inspire me, have shown me so much love. So it's made me in turn be like, okay, I want to do that for the other women that are like coming up, the younger girls, is because that I've only received that, you know? Like it gets weird sometimes, like music industry stuff and girls, but it's really just like I feel like just support what you genuinely like, and then like I feel like that comes back.
Well, I think you've done a really good job of like just I don't ever see your name like wrapped up in any of the like unnecessary drama. Sometimes I feel other artists. I'm just like, what's going on? Why is it like these people have no reason to have problems with each other? Like it just doesn't make sense. So it's good to see like I feel like you're kind of also like very mature. Like you're like a young OG. You know what I mean? Like you've seen this game from a lot of different areas.
With me, I'm more like if it's really like some type of pressure, you have to like address me like for real, or you have to like address me in real life. Like people see me outside. I'm outside everywhere. I'm everywhere. I'm at every festival. I'm at every show. So I don't really feel that energy from anybody, like, you know, and I don't really give that energy. Like I don't have.
You don't. You give a number positive energy. For
yeah,
sure.
like I'm so confident and so happy with what I'm doing that I don't have really the time to like nitpick girls for no reason.
Right.
You know, but yeah, like I'm a positive person for the most part. Everybody that knows me knows I just like to have a good time and spread love.
Is Russ on the album?
Not right now, but I'm trying to find a song for him. We were speaking about that the other day. I'm trying to find like the perfect song because I love Russ. He's like
great.
one of the most knowledgeable and talented people.
And he's like he's like really talented. I think yesterday he was teasing he's gonna put out like a 70s rock song, and I was like, bro, I bet it's gonna be fire.
He can do every genre.
Yeah. He's a beast for sure. You've done some huge festivals. Like I feel like you've done them all at this point, but like, what was the one festival you did where you just looked out the crowd and you were like, fuck, this is fucking crazy?
The biggest one ever?
Yeah, or just like, or maybe a nervous moment, or just like something that just sticks out where you're like,
biggest, to this day, the biggest festival I've ever done was the Telethon in Chile with J Balvin.
Wow.
It was 75,000 people. It was so many people that I couldn't even see like physical people. All I could see was little dots, like little heads, little flashes of lights.
Crazy.
But that was the most I've ever seen. Most people ever. But I love just like festival crowds because people that go to festivals, like they're going there
they want to have fun.
Rage and
they
to have
wanna
a good
fun.
time.
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah.
So that's my favorite energy.
Because there's like, and then you go to a nightclub and it's like there's people in there who just like they're holding their bottles, standing in the fucking booth, and they're just like looking at you like.
Don't get me wrong, I love nightclubs too now.
No, they're great.
Like,
Great
I
source
turn the
of income.
nightclubs up.
I just opened a nightclub, so yes, for
Oh,
sure.
yeah, holler at me. I come pop in.
Yeah, we can book you in Scottsdale.
I love Arizona too.
Yeah.
It gets wild in Scottsdale.
It does. It does get wild.
You don't know it gets wild until you go there and see it for yourself.
This is true. This is true. For you, what about going out on tour for your fans? Like going and kind of just touching your direct fan base with a tour. Is that something that's coming with this album?
Yes. I'm so glad you asked that because I've never been on my own tour.
I was gonna say I feel like it hasn't happened because I'm sure because of the pandemic. And
Never. And I'm such like an older OG artist and not have gone on my own tour. But I've always been on tour with like huge acts. So I feel like it takes up, when you go on tour, it takes up months.
Yeah.
So like you'll go on tour and you get off tour, you start recording, you go on tour again. And I think that's just helps me anyways, because when it comes time that I go on tour, there's going to be like so many more people for me to see.
and it's like they're there for you.
Yeah, I can't wait to see what my tour looks like what my fans
They're singing album cuts. You got the merch booming. You know what I'm saying?
I'm excited for that.
So album coming soon, really soon,
Very soon.
very, very soon.
Yeah, I don't like to talk about it. I like to be about it. You know.
So one day we'll just be like, oh, the B album's coming out in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
The new record is Crazy with Timbaland.
Thank you.
Is there a new single coming?
Yeah. You know me. There's always a new single coming. Actually, now I've been way more consistent because like I've been learning to find that balance. Like when you doing so many shows, I feel like this is like new territory for me. Like the past 2 years have been the busiest I've ever been in my life. So I've been trying to balance like, you know, new shows, new music, seeing family, having a social life, all those things is so hard to do.
I wonder, like, because I've seen artists who will do all these festivals, right? And like, they're not doing the shows we just talked about, like when you do your own tour. Does that ever affect the way you create? Like, have you ever like been like, damn, I gotta make a fucking festival record? Because I see a lot of guys doing that shit. Like, and sometimes it can kind of work out in the negative, because I think when you try to do stuff on purpose, sometimes it comes across that way.
Yeah, you know, well, I do so many festivals and so many, like you said, like just shows with high energy. So a lot of my records when I go to the studio are high energy records because I'm always picturing myself performing records on stage. But I do have those album cuts like Motionless, where it's like way on 16, that's like way more vulnerable, where like I try to, you know, talk my shit but still give a vibe, you know? For me, it's like I like to get into so many different beats. Like whatever the beat calls for is what I'm gonna give.
What is Bia's go-to show to binge watch right now? It is summertime. If you're dealing with erectile dysfunction, ED, if you will, maybe you got stress at work. Maybe you're tired of looking at the same chick. Maybe you just need a little pep in your step. You need to get on that Blue Chew, man. You don't need to do anything, but it'd be nice to have the option to. So go to bluechew.com right now. Use the promo code Bootleg and get the first month supply of Blue Chew for free. What is Blue Chew? Well, Blue Chew is a chewable. Gets delivered to your door in a discreet package. No doctor's appointments, no doctor's visits. And it has the same active ingredient as Viagra and Cialis. So we're talking about getting your dick hard here. In case that went over your head, you know. It won't go over your head once you take it. I promise you that. Blue Chew also is incredible because not only does it come in the blue chewable flavor with the same active ingredient as Viagra and Cialis, but it also has a mint chewable flavor, which is the same active ingredient as Levitra. All right. All this, if you're questioning, I don't know, I don't want to spend no money on, does this shit work? Look, yes, it works. And you don't have to spend money if you use the promo code Bootleg at bluechew.com, because it's going to get delivered right to your house. They're going to give you a month's supply for free. You just got to pay $5 shipping. That's it. The Blue Chew's coming to your house. No awkward doctor's appointments. No awkward doctor's visits. It's all online. BlueChew.com. Thank me later. What's up, guys? Hey, if you are watching this and it's April 20th, 420, I'm going to be hanging out at Hardin today. That's right. Put the flyer up, LaRock. I'll be at Hardin hanging out all day today. The craziest, most just luxurious, illest dispensary in the world, located right in Las Vegas, Nevada. Now, Hardin Las Vegas, they are our family. They sponsor the podcast. I love those guys dearly. And when I say that it is the best place I've ever walked into to buy premium cannabis, I'm not lying. Best customer service, best bud tenders, best bud to put in your King Palm. And just overall, man, just a great experience. So what y'all need to do is go follow them online. Hardin_Las Vegas. Follow them on the gram. We got a lot of dope stuff in the works. They actually just opened a fire podcast studio, so we're going to be doing a lot of content in Vegas. Live from Hardin. They also just dropped a fucking tennis shoe with Fila. They got dope fly gear. Man, premium cannabis. The best selection. Culture. Sniff. You walk in there, man, listen, they got, I'm not even lying to y'all. Hardin has their own signature scent, and it smells good. I keep a bottle of it in my car. Literally. Maybe twice a day I spray that. Whoosh, get that Hardin whiff. It smells amazing. So look, make sure you go to Hardin. If you're in Vegas, get in that Uber. Get in that cab as soon as you touch down. Say, take me to Hardin. The taxi drivers, the Uber drivers, they know exactly where it is because it's the hottest spot in Vegas. They're going to take you straight there. You're going to tell them I sent you. They're going to get you situated real nicely, all right? Hardin_Las Vegas. Go show them some love. Go to HardinLasVegas.com. Got to give a shout out to our OGs, my dogs at Odd Socks, baby. They've been fucking with us from day one. And they've been dropping so many crazy dope new like socks. You know, first of all, can we talk about Beavis and Butthead? They just dropped the Beavis and Butthead socks and draws. Let's take a check. Just a nice little peek at the Beavis and Butthead drawskis, bruh. Ooh. Come on, man. They also just dropped Coca-Cola. We got Scarface. We got Reese's. We got the big fucking Lebowski. So many dope socks. The most comfortable socks in the world. The most comfortable underwear in the world. And check this out. Right now, you can get 20% off. That's 20% off at checkout at oddsocksofficial.com using the promo code Bootleg. So go right now, oddsocksofficial.com. My first suggestion would be get you a pair or a pack of the Odd Socks Basics, the black and the whites. Those are my go-tos. And then you got to fuck with some of these Big Lebowski socks. And they just got Coca-Cola. They got the Scarface boys. Like, what are we talking about, man? What are you waiting on? They are the most comfortable socks in the world. So if you're not wearing Odd Socks, you're just cheating yourself. You know what I mean? You're really cheating yourself. They got fucking South Park. Come on, bruh. What are we talking about? Go to oddsocksofficial.com right now. Use the promo code Bootleg. Save 20% off at checkout on the most comfortable socks in the world. Or don't and keep torturing yourself with those shitty socks you're wearing right now. Be a damn shame. Anyway, let's get back to the interview. Like, what are you watching on TV?
Right now, I'm not watching as much, but I love Godfather Harlem.
Shout out to Forrest Whitaker.
Yes. And shout out to Swiss.
I have yet to see the show. I don't know what platform it's on, but whatever it is, I'm not subscribed.
So
I think it's like on Epix or something, right? I don't know.
I think Prime or Hulu. I don't know. I have everything, Netflix, Prime, and Hulu. But why I love it is because it's like I usually watch like documentary stuff, like informative things. I like to learn. I love Vice, by the way.
I heard, shout out to Vice.
Vice is a great network.
Back in the day, though, Vice would just be ridiculous.
Really?
But like, I did heroin for 30 days straight to see what happens. Well, you probably became an opiate addict after.
Yeah, okay, so I like Vice. so
It'd be crazy shit like that, though, for real. Like, I drank nothing but beer for a month.
Yeah.
I had McDonald's. Well, yeah. Shout out to Vice.
Yeah, so Vice, if I'm not watching Vice, like, I like Godfather Harlem because it's like a show, like almost like, you know how Power is like a show and it's like action and like stuff's going down? It's like that, but it's real. Like a lot of the stuff that's going on in that show, you're like, wow, this happened in
Well, I heard
America.
like it kind of dives into like some of the Malcolm X shit.
Yes, it goes into like real history.
I've heard it's great. So
you kind of see like why things are the way they are, but it makes it into a show.
You ever watch Yellowstone?
No, but I heard that was so good.
I mean, it is good.
I'm gonna watch that one.
It is a good show.
When I find some Netflix time.
It's definitely...
Is it on Netflix?
No, it's like on Paramount Plus, Peacock, I don't know.
Peacock?
Kevin Costner. It's a good show.
So many TV.
Did you watch Snowfall?
Oh, don't ask me that.
You didn't watch it?
I watched bits and pieces of Snowfall. I've never watched it straight.
What about Breaking Bad?
Yes, I did.
You finished it all?
Not the whole thing.
Gee, what, The Wire?
No.
But you like Power?
Yes, I love Power.
You see, you got to watch The Wire. The Wire's like,
I love Power.
I see that.
Like,
I watched the first two.
I like BMF too.
BMF's good.
Yeah.
Shout out to Lil Meech. You know what I mean? Would you, for you, like, if you could ever get into like acting, being an actress, like, would you ever try to do that?
Yeah.
Is that? I mean, I feel like you should do it.
I feel like it has to be a role that is kind of like me, so it doesn't feel like I'm acting. Because when I go on like acting auditions,
you've done that?
Yeah,
You've gone
I
on
have.
auditions.
Oh, I'm so bad. Well, I'm not so bad, but I mean, maybe I just need some practice.
You gotta go to a coach.
But I gotta get the roles that are like good for me.
Yeah,
you know,
you want to get typecasted at first.
Like, I don't want to go and do a role that's like, oh, what is she's trying to be that role.
Listen, when Ice Cube first started acting, they just casted him as Ice Cube.
That's what I need. I need to be a casting.
So Ice Cube was in Boys in the Hood just playing himself, really. And you could just, play yourself. See if Lil Dicky will put you in an episode of Dave next season.
That's a good idea.
As Bia. See
if you can do that.
Have you ever watched Dave?
Lil Dicky.
Yeah. Dave's good. Have you seen it? It's really funny. You don't watch a lot of TV. Except Godfather of Harlem.
I only watch that, like Power, informative stuff.
What about movies? What's your like favorite movie ever? Give me like 2 or 3, because I'm sure there's a few coming to your.
Oh no, I'm so bad with movies.
You don't watch movies either.
No.
Jesus.
I'm like a creative.
You're just making smashes and cooking.
I'm like cooking and like doing nails and like.
You do your own nails?
Yeah, like hanging out with my friends.
You did this yourself?
So I did a few of them. This talented girl did the other ones.
Can we see the nails? Just show the nails. No, you gotta hold them up.
So what happened was she made me this set originally, because lately I've been a little too busy to do my nails, and I broke like 3 of them, so I had to redo them on my own.
Wow.
Yeah.
So have you always done your own nails? Like, is that something you like a skill you picked up?
I picked it up in the pandemic. Yep.
Nice.
I'm a beauty guru now.
So you could cook, you could do your own nails.
I could cook. I have a makeup line.
Makeup line, and where can people is that available currently?
Yes, it's available at beautyforcertain.com.
Beautyforcertain.com.
I have a really good gloss. I'll get you one. It's called Cabarojo. It's kind of clear, so nobody will tell that you're wearing gloss. It'll just...
I give it to my wife. My wife's a huge fan of yours, by the way.
Oh, really?
Oh, she's just working out, and your shit's just fucking album cuts, everything.
Lip gloss. Look, she'll like this. Look at the color.
Beauty for certain.
Isn't it cute?
I like that.
And it fits in literally everything.
I like that.
So
check you out, you're entrepreneur, getting it in. Anything else you got cooking? You gonna start a restaurant?
Maybe a nail salon or something like that.
Nail salon?
I love nails.
Are you still based in Massachusetts, or you just
LA?
LA, okay.
I've been in LA for a while.
You don't miss the shitty weather and the angry looking white folks everywhere?
My family, but that's the most I miss.
How you feel about your Celtics?
I love the Celtics. Go Celtics.
You got to get Jason Tatum in a music video.
Yeah, or Jaylen Brown.
Or Marcus Smart.
I would get all 3 of them in a music video.
Get all 3.
All 3, it's a good video.
Yeah, I like it. You feel good about the Celtics this year? Like, do we think they're going to come back? James Harden just gave him 45. It was rough.
It's like, how could you doubt them? Look at what they do. They come through. Yeah. So it's like, just relax. Just relax.
Is Tatum your favorite Celtic?
Jaylen is probably one of my favorite Celtics. Is a really good friend of mine.
Jaylen Brown is amazing. I heard his dad is like Megan Thee Stallion's bodyguard or some shit.
I don't know that.
I think that's true. I think I think his dad's Megan Thee Stallion's bodyguard.
We wouldn't know that. You know what's crazy? I'm gonna ask him that, because I don't know how I wouldn't know that. Like,
be like, hey, does your dad do something with Megan Thee Stallion?
Are you sure it's him?
I'm like 99.9% sure his dad is somehow. Yes, actually, I'm sure. I'm 100% sure.
If you know that and we don't know that, and we actually like are friends with Jaylen,
maybe he doesn't want that like out there,
Then yeah, that's I never heard that one before.
I think I could be totally wrong. Hey, listen.
I'm gonna ask.
Maybe he got let go. I don't know. Well, listen, new album coming soon. with good purpose, obviously. New album coming very soon. New single with Timbaland out. He made that beat, right?
Yes, Timbaland and Skip and Little Rich, like they all cooked up and they did their like producer thing.
I'm saying,
and it
like,
was just-
Timbaland can do anything. This motherfucker made a drill beat. Like, he does country, he does Justin Timberlake. Fucking
Yeah, that's why I was so excited too. That was his idea to do a drill.
fire.
Yeah, he was like, let's flip this and let's do a drill.
Did he start it off with like a beatbox? Because I heard sometimes he'd be in the studio just, you know what I mean? Like,
He's always, I feel like the whole time he was beatboxing, like it's like natural for him.
it's amazing.
Yeah, it's so talented.
Shout out to Timbaland. Shout out to you. Album coming soon. Go buy some makeup and
Go buy some makeup.
tour on the way. And yeah, Bia, appreciate you.
Thank you so much.
Boom.